Magalang-galang na punong maestrado ng Republika ng Pilipinas, Chief Justice Alexander G. Gesmundo, mga pinagpipitagang kasamang maestrado ng kataas-taasang hukuman, Honorable Alfredo Benjamin Caguiwa, Honorable Ramon Paul L. Hernando, Honorable Ami C. Lazaro Javier, Honorable Henry Jean Paul B. Inting, Honorable Rodil V. Salameda, Honorable Mario V. Lopez, Honorable Samuel H. Garlan, Honorable Ricardo R. Rosario, Honorable Joseph Y. Lopez, the Honorable Japar B. Dimiampao, the Honorable Jose Maidas P. Marquez, the Honorable Antonio Tico Jr., and the Honorable Maria Filomena D.C. Mga ibang miyembro ng mga kawani ng mga gobyerno, ang aking dating boss, former Chief Justice and Executive Secretary Lucas P. Bersamin, proud member of UP Law Class of 1987, the Honorable Jesus Crispin C. Remulla, Secretary of Justice, our Solicitor General Maynardo Guevara, the Presiding Justice and the Justices of the Sandigan Bayan, the Presiding Justices and the members of the Court of Appeals, the Presiding Justice and the members of the Court of Tax Appeals, the Asia Foundation and the Australian Embassy, represented herein by its officers, the members of the European Union, the Honorable Ambassador, as well as the staff of the GOJAS, the members and the officers of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, the members and officers of the United Nations Office for Project Services, the Secretariat and the members of the Committee of the Special Committee that drafted these rules, delegates from the Office of the Executive Secretary, Department of Interior and Local Government, Department of Justice, Commission on Audit, Civil Service Commission, Commission on Human Rights, Integrated Bar of the Philippines, Philippine Bar Association, Public Attorney's Office, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, Parole and Probation Administration, the Energy Regulatory Commission, the Office of the Government Corporate Counsel, the NAPOLCOM, the Deans of Law Schools and the PALS, the law firms here present, the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, the Office of the Solicitor General, the Executive Judges, and the other guest speakers for today. We have to finish today's activities quickly because it's very dangerous if something happens to this entire forum here. Kakadwa nga abogado ken aming nga agtultulong digijay na dumaduma nga lugar, akong mga higala pag-ukod ug pagkabot sa hustisya, kakadjem furfuron burburon gagayem mga kaibigan, kaibigan at mga kasama. Fellow seekers of justice and meaningful freedoms, assalamu alaikum, na imbag nga aldaw, maayong buntag, magandang umaga, good morning. Congratulations and thank you to all those who contributed to the effort to catalyze, conceptualize, draft, discuss, debate, and finally to promulgate the new Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability. A special thank you for Justices Ami Lazaro Javier, Justice Monette Singh, and Justice Samuel Garlan, who, on behalf of the court, steered this special committee through the various activities to achieve this goal. Recognition is also due to the entire committee of experts, resource persons, whose hands and minds enabled what we will launch today. Thank you to Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo for your passion, leadership, and inspiration, your faith in collective leadership, your insistence on collegiality, and your example of humility are the necessary ingredients to complete one achievement after the other as we strive to accomplish the collective vision outlined in the existing strategic plan for judicial innovation. Indeed, it has always been an honor for all of us to contribute to these efforts, now including the revision of this current code. The Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability articulate the normative ethos of the conception of our legal profession. It defines the boundaries of ethical practice and our relationship with various constituencies. It contains our deontological values, gestures towards the virtues we privilege, and contains our hope that the consequences of our actions and our attitude brings about the kind of social justice sorely needed by our peoples. Our challenge now is not only to recite and recall its provisions, but to live them. Congealed in its words is the idea that the title of lawyer is not an individual aggrandizement. We become lawyers only because we can ethically serve others. We become lawyers only because we understand that it is not the be-all of who we should be, that we continue to build on who we are and our character as we engage, assist, and empower others. My role today is to introduce the oath that captures these ideals. Reality is far too complex for us to be able to capture and memorialize. Our words serve not only to represent or memorialize what we experience, but also and perhaps more importantly to express our hopes. The words we choose to describe what we are going through or what we have experienced privilege what we only notice and remember from our reality. The words we choose to create norms in rules, provisions of law, or ethical commands express what Harvard Law professor Robert Cover referred to as our imagined future reality. In that sense, our laws and canons of ethical conduct congeal our best hopes for what we can be truly as a community, a society, and a profession in the future. There is another species of the use of language that the philosopher Jay Austen and Judith Butler have emphasized. These are the performative words, or the words that reconstitute reality when uttered. Thus, the words "I promise" or the words "I do" in marriage ceremonies change the status of relationships and our being. Promises accepted create a contractual relations. "I do" in publicly conducted marriage ceremonies legitimizes intimacies. Oaths are performative statements. Specifically, the enunciation of the lawyer's oath in full en banc ceremony constitutes what we are about as lawyers. For a time, a few of us have been bothered by the formulation of our current lawyer's oath. Besides being crafted in archaic language befitting Western colonizers, it did not track the ambitions of our present Constitution, which in turn was the result of the historic expression of our peoples in various revolutions, including the one in 1986. Our present oath as lawyers also does not contain the expression of our most important duty, to do justice, or even to ensure access to justice. Our present oath is also silent about what distinguishes our profession when we do what we do: civility. Civility, even in times of adversarial conflict, is our guarantee of our understanding of humanity. More than the conflict our clients and the litigants that face us find themselves in, we maintain a decorum which acknowledges that the disagreements are transient, that despite seemingly being important, that the parties are deserving of better treatment always as human beings, and that our goal in asserting and deciding sides in a conflict is not simply to declare a victor, but more to re-establish justice, which is the bulwark of what should compel us as humans to do what we should do for each other. There can be more that can be said about this new oath. I am sure that you will discern more. But so with leave of the chief and my colleagues, may I now ask all lawyers in this forum and those who are in live stream to stand and raise their right hand and recite with me the new lawyer's oath. Pag hindi kayo tumayo, magbabar ulit kayo. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Marvic Leonen, do solemnly swear that I accept the honor, privilege, duty, and responsibility of practicing law in the Philippines as an officer of the court in the interest of our people. I declare fealty to the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. In so doing, I shall work towards promoting the rule of law in a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace. I shall conscientiously and courageously work for justice, as well as safeguard the rights and meaningful freedoms of all persons, identities, and communities. I shall ensure greater and equitable access to justice. I shall do no falsehood, nor shall I pervert the law to unjustly favor or prejudice anyone. I shall faithfully discharge these duties and responsibilities to the best of my ability, with integrity and utmost civility. I impose upon myself, without mental reservation nor purpose of evasion, for the believers, so help me God. Maraming salamat, Agyamanak, Shukran.